Folks, this is the honest truth. One of the nastiest things that we here at Choice Tax Relief see the IRS do is kick people out of hardship, kick people out of currently non-collectible CNC status, right? Because they usually had a good reason to be in that status. And today we have a comment from somebody in that situation. This comment is from Judy, who says that she was in CNC because she became disabled. The IRS has kicked her out of CNC. Oh, and get this, they've tacked on an additional $7,000 in penalties and interest, and now they're threatening to levy her. They're threatening to levy her bank account, take her Social Security, garnish her wages, all those nasty things against this person who 3 years ago they kind of made a deal with and said, all right, Judy, you're disabled. We're not going to do any of those nasty things to you. But what happened 3 years later? And I think a lot of it has to do with the stuff going on with this administration and the IRS right now. I think it's making them nastier than ever. At least that's what I think. Now they're saying, well, surprise, Judy, now you owe an extra $7,000, and plus now we're gonna forcibly collect from you through levy action. It's terrible. It's terrible. Judy, here's what I would say if you were one of our clients. I'd say you need to fight to get back into that hardship status, okay? There are various codes that you can be placed into hardship status with the IRS if it kind of sounds like maybe you're not in that disabled situation anymore, and maybe that's why the IRS has kicked you out of CNC. And if that's the case, you can still get into CNC and argue you should be in CNC due to hardship, right? Meaning that or inability to pay, meaning that you can't afford to pay the IRS right now. Yes, you'd have to prove it to them. You have to say, look, here's what I make, and then here's my expenses every month. You know, I don't go on, luxury trips, to the Bahamas or something. It's just me trying to get by. I just want to pay for my food, my housing, my car, my gas, medical expenses, whatever it is. And look, IRS, there's nothing there left to pay you. If I had to pay you, I'd be out on the streets, right? And that's how we can argue for our clients who may be in this situation to get them back in that CNC status, to get the IRS off their back. Now, even if you can show, well, let's say you aren't quite that destitute, right? Let's say you have a little bit of money you could throw at the IRS every month, right? They may take it, right? They may take it, because tell you what, if you hired us, could argue that, Judy or whoever it is, they can only afford to pay you, IRS, they can only afford to pay you $50 a month, right? Or something like this, right? Well, tell you what, that's a lot better than the IRS garnishing you for $7,000 right now, right? And the bonus on top of that is that your tax debt, it might drop off due to the IRS's 10-year collection statute of limitation. It might drop off with you only having paid them $25 a month. So do the math on that. Let's say your tax debt drops off in 3 years. That's 36 months, right? And you're only paying them $25 a month, right? Which is $300 a year, right? So if you owe the IRS $100,000, it drops off in 36 months. You're only paying $25 a month. What are you paying them, right? $300 a year, 3 years, 12. What am I saying? Yeah, $300. Sorry, not $300. $300 a year for 3 years. That's $900. You pay them $900 on a $100,000 tax debt. That's called a partial payment installment agreement. Sometimes we call that kind of the rich man's offering compromise. Anyway, you have options, Judy. I would encourage you to explore them. Don't just let the IRS railroad you and bully you and push you around. Judy, if it sounds like you owe more than $10,000, right? Because you had what you owed, and now the IRS has tacked on an additional $7,000 in penalties and interest. It sounds like you qualify for a free consultation with us. So give us a call. 866-8000-TAX. That's 866-8000-829. Or Judy, you can go to choicetaxrelief.com. Just fill out your information there on the homepage, and we will reach out to you with that free consultation. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thanks so much, Judy, for the great question. I have some other videos about CNC status here on the side of the screen for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.